In this video, we will practice saying location words, the counters mai and tsu, and please give me. Do you remember the words kore, sore, and are? They belong to a series of words called ko, so, a, do. They all begin with ko, so, a, or do. Do is the question word. We also learned kono, sono, ano, and dono is the question word. It means which. There is another group called koko, soko, asoko, and doko. They mean here, there, over there, and where, respectively. There are more words that fit into the ko, so, a, do pattern, but we will talk about those later. Just remember that all of the words have the same relationship as kore, sore, and are.
メガネは？
メガネはそこにありますよ。
どこに？
そこ。
どこ？
そこ。
どこ？
メガネはここにありますよ。
え？ここ
Have a look at all of these items in this purse. Imagine that you want to ask for one of these items. You would say the item, o kudasai. To ask for a pen, you would say pen o kudasai. For gum, gum wo kudasai. Now what if you wanted to count the items in this purse? In Japanese, they classify things by size and shape, and then they have different counters for these different classifications. Notice how the pens and the pencils and the water bottle, they all have similar shapes. They would share the same counter. To count items in Japanese, you say the object, and then the number, and then the counter. The first counter we're going to look at is mai, and it is used for counting flat, thin objects. Pause the video now and write down these words. These objects also use mai: stamps, CDs, chocolate bars, pieces of paper, and tissues. Think about how to answer this question when you see the next picture. Look in the purse and decide which items would be counted using mai. When asking for an item, you would say the object, the particle o, the number, the counter, and then kudasai. Please give me this number of that object. Let's ask for some items in the purse. How would you say, please give me 2 sticks of gum? Think about that for just a minute. Paper is kami, so you would say kami o 5枚 kudasai. Occasionally you might encounter objects that are hard to classify by size and shape, unusual objects, and you just don't know which counter to use. In that situation, there is a generic counter, and it is tsu. Go ahead and pause the video and write down the words for the counter tsu. Tsu is used for counting things that are hard to classify, like sofas and asteroids and strollers and mufflers. One thing you might notice about this counter is that it doesn't use 1, 2, 3, 4 like the other counter did. There are 2 ways to count in Japanese. The 1, 2, 3 way that you already know and the 1, 2, 3 way. Once you know both of them, there's nothing that you can't count. So, learn the counter tsu and all of its irregular ways to count, and then you will be set for your Japanese language career. At least with the counter tsu, after the number 10 you drop the tsu and you just count like normal. How quickly can you count how many items are in this picture? I counted 64, and that number is over 10, and so I'm just going to say 64. Imagine you're making dinner for a crowd and you need 10 bottles of spaghetti sauce. Spaghetti sauce is an unusually shaped bottle, and so it's kind of hard to classify, so we're going to use the counter for tsu for generic items. 1つ、2つ、3つ、4つ、5つ、6つ、7つ、8つ、9つ, and finally, to. When you reach number 10, you just say to. You don't even have to say totsu. So,
ただいま。
おかえり。あ、スパゲッティソースをください。スパゲッティソースを2つ。ありがとう。